Hello everybody, it is 8 o'clock on Sunday evening. We've got everybody here including 2 dinosaurs and 1 tired dinosaur, so this is very risky. Are you not tired? She's not tired, she's not a tired dinosaur, she's just a dinosaur. What kind of dinosaur are you?
A big scary one.
A big scary one. Henry, what kind of dinosaur are you?
I am, what am I?
Not sure.
Henry's not sure. Henry's going to think about what kind of dinosaur he is. Heather, what kind of dinosaur are you, Heather? Okay guys, so today is our announcement number 5, our relaunch announcement number 5, and we also want to give you a big tour of the building to show you what we've been up to while we've been closed. I've got a clipboard because I'm almost certainly going to forget things if I don't have it. So first of all, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there who have been celebrating. It's very bizarre not to be going for a pub lunch on a Father's Day. That would be normally the staple thing to do. But there you go, nothing's normal at the moment. What have we done today? We've done a long walk. Oh, I had a lie-in. I lay in bed until
9 o'clock?
9 o'clock, which is absolutely unheard of. So nice lie-in this morning and nice long walk to Grandad's, etc. So we've had a nice day, haven't we?
You've got fun, haven't you?
And then later on, I think later on Heather's going to give me a massage. I'm not worth a try. Okay, so obviously we are now gearing to reopen. So we are aiming for, and we're confident that we're going to be reopening on the 4th of July. So that's less than 2 weeks away. We haven't had the official go-ahead from the government yet, but this seems to be the suggestion. The fitness industry as a whole, alongside the hospitality and leisure industry, are gearing up to get started on the 4th of July. So we're really, really confident that we're going to be getting open then. We're certainly going to be ready for it. So let me consult my list, because like I said, I'll almost certainly forget a few things. I wanted to take this opportunity to say a big thank you to all the people who've shared, commented and liked in general over the last few months, but particularly in the last couple of weeks, since I posted a post a couple of weeks ago asking people to make a big effort to share our posts. We've had an insane number of people sharing, liking, commenting, etc. So a big thank you for that. Now more than ever, it is really, really important that we've got your support. So a big thank you. So I'm going to take the camera off the stand now so we can show you what...
On the stand and take it with you, but you can do it the wrong way around.
Okay, I'm going to leave it on the stand because Heather says leave it on the stand. Let's see who we've got watching while we wait. So Matt, Joanne, Kenny, Chris. In fact, we've got 28 people watching, so I'm not going to say hello to everybody individually. But guys, thank you for joining us. Hello, Heather.
Hello. You've done it the wrong way, so I'm going to have to do it like this.
That's fine. So what we've been up to, we've done loads of work to spruce up the building. You'll have seen in photos and videos we've been doing that we've changed the colour scheme a little bit. So we've now got the black walls throughout the building, which is much more on brand. It all feels a lot more fresh. It looks a lot nicer in here. You'll also see the grass looks nice and bright and green and not patchy. So we've had the grass replaced yesterday by Ace Artificial Grass, who did an absolutely brilliant job. So a big shout out and a little shameless plug there for Ace. So we've got the new grass. It's nice and soft, nice and full, and we're yet to find out whether it adds friction or not. So we'll look forward to finding that out. So if you have a wander over here, this is our live studio. So over the last few weeks, you've been seeing this door, but obviously what we've been looking at is the studio, I'm going to call it. So we've got the mic, the camera normally set up. We've got the workout behind there. Heather's got tomorrow's workout set up, ready to go already. And while we're on that subject, today is full of lots of really good news, but there's a tiny bit of bad news as well. Tomorrow is going to be the last live session. We're into our last couple of weeks before we reopen, fingers crossed. So we're going to be spending a lot of time just doing the last minute prep, etc., as well as trying to homeschool the children and so forth. So we are going to, after tomorrow, be bringing the live videos to a stop. I do want to remind you though that we do have all the content on the website. There's now, I think 20-ish videos on the website. There might even be a bit more than. So please do continue to use those. And also, of course, anything you need from us extra, don't hesitate to get in touch. Let's have a walk around the building. So follow me over this way. It's probably a good time to point out the flooring here. We have toyed with the idea of doing sort of one-way systems and so forth, With the back door being a shared car park, we've decided that's probably going to cause more mayhem than it's worth doing. So we most of the time have this roller shutter door up, so we will be able to manage the flow of people to try and minimalise the number of people that are crossing over in between sessions and coming out of the door. But we've put this yellow tape down just to keep our staff as safe as possible, so that when you are at the desk, you can just keep your distance a little bit. So that's just to keep everybody safe. And then also behind that, you can see the smoothie bar. We released that, I think it was last week. So the smoothie bar is now ready to go. We've got all the recipes lined up, ready to go. The smoothie bar is physically in place. All we need to do now is stock it and get the staff trained up, which is happening on the 1st of July, I think that's booked in for. So really, really excited to get that going. The smoothie bar is something that we've talked about pretty much since the day we opened, but the day-to-day running of the business means that all these ideas that we'd love to do often get put on the back burner over and over again and never quite come into fruition. So we're really excited to be able to offer smoothies and also healthy treats. We'll give you more information on what that's going to look like over the coming weeks. All right, moving on. So we head down into the main gym area. We've moved a few bits around to try and create a little bit more space, so that when we're doing particularly strength training classes, we can have a bit more space between people and people can have their own stations. And what it's also done is just separate the gym area a little bit. So we've now got sort of more of a group training area and then a strength training area a little bit more sort of separated. So, over this way, we've separated the space by placing the dumbbells across the centre of the room here. So we'll still have the benches in position by the mirrors, but that sort of just separates the area between where other coaches may be doing personal training or where we might have group personal training sessions going on. And I think it just freshens things up a little bit. It just makes the space look a little bit different and makes it feel a lot more spacious. So we've moved the power rack down as well, so a little bit of a change there. And then if we come over this way, obviously, cleanliness and hygiene is going to be right at the forefront of everything that we're going to be doing. So as well as behind the scenes having more processes in place with regards to cleaning and hygiene, we've got cleaning stations around the building. So we've got, like we have here, the wipes, the sprays. We've got wipes and sprays over there, and then we've got wipes and sprays over in this corner. So it means that between sessions, as well as during sessions, we can be wiping things down and just keeping as hygienic as possible to try and stop the spread, of course. All right, head over this way. Heather, am I missing anything?
No, you're doing well.
Good, good.
I think it's taken me so much hard work to keep you in frame this way that I'm not really
Okay.
taking much in.
We were going to let Henry do this job, and we weren't quite sure whether he'd be able to keep us in shot, which is why I'm doing this on my own with Heather behind the camera. Should have done it the other way around, but there we go. We had a little bit of change around with the seating area as well. At the moment, we've sort of still spread out the chairs a little bit so that we can make sure that it's sort of socially distant seating. But the idea is, with having the smoothie bar and food on offer, it gives more of a communal feel to the seating area. So the tables and chairs will be brought together, so you can have sets of tables and chairs for people who are sticking around for a drink and so forth after sessions. So again, just a little bit of a freshening up there. Consultation room. Generally speaking, throughout the gym, we won't be wearing masks. We did look into the options, but from a health and safety point of view, when you're exercising, wearing masks isn't going to be feasible. So we are going to be just managing that via social distancing, which obviously we've got enough space to do really successfully. When we're going into enclosed spaces, though, we will be using masks. So on the consultation door here, we've got a number of masks hung up. So as you go in here with your coach, both yourself and the coach will put a mask on because naturally you're going to be coming into slightly closer contact in here. And then into the consultation room, this is probably the thing that I'm most excited about. We've got the in-body machine now in place. Again, we released this a few weeks ago, but this is a way that we can much more accurately monitor your progress. So previously we were doing weight, we were doing measurements, we were doing photos. They're all really helpful. But obviously this gives us much more data. It's going to give us specific body fat, specific lean muscle and mass analysis. It's going to give us things such as visceral fat, so we can really monitor our health as well as just our composition, our physique. So that's something that I'm really excited about. It was a big investment, and that's why up until now we have held off, but we felt like the time was right to just progress the business and give something a little bit extra. So upon reopening, we'll be getting in touch with every JWC member. I'm spending a whole day behind the scenes trying to phone every member, and the first job is to get everybody booked in for an in-body analysis, and just a general catch-up to reset goals and make sure we're all happy and ready to go. So you're all going to get a go on the in-body, hopefully within a few days before we sort of officially open doors. That's the plan, assuming the government give us a little bit of notice on opening. All right, let's have a look at the treatment room. So officially nothing's changed in the treatment room, but Judith is now back. Judith's our osteopath. She's now back working, and obviously she's having to follow her own regulations to ensure that it's safe working practice for her. So again, anybody working in close contact with Judith will have to wear a mask, and Judith herself wears full PPE. So just that is going to be a little bit of a change to how Judith's dressed, essentially. When we go in here, again, because there's going to be a lot of sort of shared equipment, if you will, with the bed and pillows and so forth, Judith's got special pillows and bedding which is fully wiped down, so it's waterproof bedding and so forth, which can be wiped down with sanitizer between every use. So Judith is following her own industry regulations to make sure that she's COVID secure. All right. Now, announcement number 5. So the main reason why we're sort of coming on today is, again, something that we've been working on for a long time, and we can now announce. We've released our range of supplements. So at JWC, supplementation has always been something that we have advised when necessary. We don't believe that everybody should be taking masses of supplements, because if we're managing our nutrition right and we're exercising regularly, we should be able to get most of that nutrition from our food. But there is a lot of occasions where people would benefit from supplementation. So we've got a range of supplements that tailor to and cater to those needs that we regularly see with people. We can get other supplements where necessary, but we've got the range that we feel like the majority of people would benefit from, or certainly a big bulk of the members would benefit from. So if you come in nice and close, Heather, you can see we've got the bottle supplements here. I will be, over the coming days and weeks, doing a specific announcement as to what these supplements are, what the benefits are, who should use them, etc. But again, that looks really, really smart, especially against the new fascia boards there and etc. So we've tried to really keep everything nice and on brand. And the next supplements here, obviously we've got all the clothing.
What about the bottles? What about the bottles?
And the bottles, sorry, the bottles. Do I need to do one of these? So these are branded JWC bottles. We've got 2 types of bottles. The other type haven't arrived yet. We've got the black smoothie and protein shaker bottles. They're very, very similar. They're really good quality stainless steel bottles. And then we've got the silver aluminium water bottles. One thing that we've really tried to focus on when doing the smoothie bar and supplements is sustainability and environmental friendliness. Is that the right term?
Environmentally friendly.
Being environmentally friendly. So these all come from a company called One Green Bottle, who are an environmentally friendly company. Everything says Save the Oceans on it. So it comes in a nice cardboard case, and obviously being reusable, there is no waste. So we've tried really hard to keep this as environmentally friendly as possible, and they look really cool. And then we've got the clothing range, which is currently expanding. So the clothing will arrive fully branded within the next few days. This is the old stock at the moment, but in the next few days we'll have this all kitted out with the brand new stock, which is available on our website at the moment if you haven't already purchased any. Now, at this point I'm going to consult my list, because it's almost certain I'll have forgotten a couple of things. Okay, so it's just sort of the background stuff now. So regarding the coaches, obviously we are extremely excited to get the coaches back in. I'm sure for the coaches this has been pretty tough, because they've not been able to be too involved, and for a group of people that are hard workers and that work both a lot of hours and work very hard on the business, I'm sure that's probably been driving them crazy. But we are Zooming with the coaches every week. And everyone's happy, everyone's in good spirits, but definitely excited to get back to the swing of things. So we look forward to getting the coaches in. Assuming we open on the 4th of July, we'll have all the coaches in from the 1st of July, retraining in things such as the smoothie bar, the in-body, the COVID secure, what's the word I'm looking for? COVID secure policies, etc. So all the coaches will be back in from the 1st of July, assuming that all goes to plan. So obviously the other thing with the coaches, some of you before we locked down would have met Lewis. Lewis should have officially started with us on the 28th of March, and obviously we were closed down on the 20th of March, so Lewis had been in doing some training days, he'd met a few of the members in sessions and things, but obviously never officially managed to actually start work for us, because unfortunately we were shut down. So Lewis will restart, or officially start, the day that we reopen, hopefully on the 4th. Again, he'll come in with everyone else on the 1st. And Lewis will be taking personal training clients from day one, as well as teaching some group PT, and working behind the smoothie bar as well. So you'll see lots of Lewis around the building.
Expect a video tomorrow.
And expect a video tomorrow. So Lewis has done a sort of a hello, welcome video, like many of the other coaches have over the past few days. So Lewis's will go out tomorrow. So look forward to that one. I think I've said pretty much everything that we had to say on here. So it's just a case now of holding tight, keeping your fingers crossed that the government announce something over the next few days to give us sort of a definitive confirmation that we can open on the 4th. And as soon as we get that confirmation, we'll be getting in touch with everybody to get memberships restarted, to book your consultations, in-body, etc. In the meantime, please do share this video and any other videos that we post. I can't tell you enough how helpful that is for us. So we do really, really appreciate those shares, likes, comments, etc. And of course, if you need anything, do drop us an email, comment on this video, or knock on my door if you want. I'm always around.
No, please don't.
I think now's probably a good time. Is there any comments, Heather, to answer?
Just saying that it's looking good. I'm going to come back into the frame now. And yeah, it looks amazing. Great work, guys. Great work, Jack and Heather.
Cool. All right.
Can't wait to get back. No, we can't wait to have you back, to be honest. It's really weird being in here without people, isn't it?
It is. It feels... The building seems huge when there's nobody else in here.
We're just looking at it now. We're not like showing you. It's just a little bit eerie. We're missing you guys. So yeah, we're looking forward to having you back and getting back to it. Saying
that, we have really enjoyed the time off. Obviously, the situation hasn't been ideal and nobody wanted this. However, we've definitely made the most out of it, both from a family point of view, to have all this time off with the kids, especially when the weather's been so good, has been amazing. And to have the time to focus on developing the business. Like I said before, this is all the sort of stuff that we've thought about, we think about doing, and then
not had the space to do it.
No, the day-to-day running of the business, as well as when you're in the business, you don't see what needs doing, whereas when you step out of the business, you see it a lot more clearly. So
I even painted the suggestion box.
Yeah, show everyone the suggestion box, Heather.
Painted the suggestion box. That's how much time we had. That's amazing.
Yeah, and new cushions. So we've got a little black theme going on. We've got a little bit more black touch in here, which is, like I say, it feels a lot more on brand. It just feels nice. It feels fresh. It feels like, I said to someone on my post the other day, it feels like when we were gearing up to open for the first time.
But we know what we're doing.
Well, sort of.
Yeah.
There's two main differences. Number one is when we were gearing up to open the first time, we were literally, and I tell no lie here, the morning we were opening, at 1 minute to 10 a.m. when we were opening, we were running into the storeroom with paintbrushes that we just finished painting with. It was hoovering as we opened the door. We were so delayed getting the keys and things that everything ran over, and we were literally just got it all done in time, didn't we? And then the other big difference is when we opened on day one, we had no idea if we were going to actually have any members. Obviously, we were new to the area. We didn't have any idea how the business was going to go. We were confident, but we had no idea how the business was going to go. This time around, obviously, we've got a whole community of people who are itching to get back in. So a lot less worry this time. We can open up knowing what we're doing to some degree.
Yeah.
So yeah, all
Fabulous.
very, very exciting. Anything else we've missed?
No, I think we've said it all.
Cool.
we're just excited to have you back now.
Yeah, we're buzzing.
Itching to get going. Yeah.
So please tomorrow join us for what will be the final live workout session at 8 a.m. with Heather. And then we will speak to you all over the coming days.
Yeah.
Cool, let's get us wrapped up, everyone. Please do comment, please do share.
you
You know the drill. Oh, we're showing Bailey.
Oh, look how cute she is. That was
It's Heather's dog. It's Heather's dog. Cool, bye everybody, thank you very much. See ya.